Hi, we're Crystal and Howard, and we're traveling the Ring Road in Iceland over 2 weeks. We looked at renting a motorhome, but decided on doing guest houses and cabins. So, it's like glamping.
It's fun.
So we've reached the northernmost point of our trip around the north part of Iceland. We're now heading south towards the Snaefellsness Peninsula, and over here is the West Fjords. And we were just describing, this is kind of, normally we do camping videos, but this has been kind of like camping.
Yeah.
In that we're staying in these cottages and we have to manage our food. We brought a cooler from Canada, a little collapsible one in our luggage, and it's been a lifesaver. The only tricky part is finding ice. Some of the guest houses have little freezers, but some don't, like the one we stayed in last night didn't. Fortunately, they were able to keep the ice in their freezer overnight. Anything to add on that?
Well, yeah, it's we wouldn't be able to cook for ourselves without keeping the food cold, of course, and planning how to keep our food cold has been a bit stressful at times. It kind of surprises me that these little cottages, I know that their fridges are small, so of course why would they have freezers in their refrigerator, but they must think, how are these people, if they want to cook for themselves, how are they keeping their food cold? Like, I don't know. Luckily, we have been near major centers enough to be able to find bags of ice and replenish our ice.
Here we are about to embark on a short stroll up the Grabrock crater.
Apparently it's short. It's quite steep though. It doesn't look it, but it looks steep from here.
We continued onward to the Snaefellsness Peninsula. The views were spectacular on the drive-in. We arrived in Grundarfjörður and had a lunch of fish and chips from a food truck before stretching our legs downtown. That night, I went out to photograph the most photographed mountain in Iceland, Kirkjufell. The following day, we drove to see Svodufoss, a waterfall featuring basalt columns. This was our second favorite waterfall after Grabrock. Again, there was a short hike in, but the views were well worth it, and there weren't huge crowds here. We were particularly taken by the glacier in the background. There were midges here too, but not enough for me to break out my bug net. On the drive out, I was able to get a quick shot of this Icelandic horse and this nearby church. We continued on to the Arnarstapi sea stacks and the iconic Gatkletter Arch. There were lots of birds here and the views were terrific. Then it was on to Budakirka, the Black Church. This is another popular attraction, and today we had arrived as a wedding party was gathering. That night, Crystal and I saw the sunset. Well, the sun just dipped below the horizon. This trip to Iceland was so full of experiences and magical moments. The scenery is breathtaking. Although we didn't get to see everything, we were surprised by unexpected views that made up for the things we missed. We came away knowing that we had just scratched the surface, but also we felt that our cups were full. We hope you enjoyed this video, or a series of videos on Iceland. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and let us know what you liked in the comments. We'll be back in our travel trailer on Vancouver Island soon. Until then, safe travels and happy glamping, everyone.